it funnier and safer, I think, if the black people played Jewish people and the Jewish people played black people. That way, there'd be more of a distance there.
How do you play a Jewish
Yeah, I don't
I
know
need
how.
help.
It would seem anti-Semitic if I...
Because
I
I
don't
see
think so.
automatic stereotypes popping out.
Well, see, I think that's what the fear is.
As in Crown Heights, small groups of blacks and Jews across the country have started dialogue and role-playing groups to break down stereotypes and break out of ritual patterns of blame.
I told them I was Jewish. It was dead silence. And I just...
You're Jewish? God, you never told me. How was it?
What do you mean? And why do you react that way?
Well, I'm just curious. It's no big deal. Sure you're Jewish.
It
I'm
must be a
Jewish
big
too.
deal for you to react this way.
Yeah, well,
You know
well,
what? Angela Davis is my hero. I
Yeah?
love her. She is so great, and I also really like June Jordan, and I've read all of Maya Angelou's books, and I love Alice Walker. All those black women writers,
I saw a Woody Allen
they
movie
really
once.
know what they're doing.
You know, I really love your hair, the way it's so, frizzy and...
The desire to have a dialogue and a communication between blacks and Jews is much stronger amongst the Jews than amongst the blacks.
But understandably so, you see, because
Well,
the Jews black people have played such a fundamental role in the shaping of how Jews conceive of themselves as Americans in terms of their struggle for underdog, you see. So
Yes,
no doubt
I
you have a number of Jews who are raring to go for dialogue because going back almost 100 years, you've had this identification.
Well, but that raring to go is also a testimony of caring and concern for the black community that I want to have Jews given some credit for, because I don't notice too many other elements of the white communities begging for access to create dialogue with blacks.
You got some Quakers though, brother.
Well, I wish we'd have a hell of a lot more people involved in having this need. Right. I don't see this need so strong amongst the other sectors of the American population. So I wouldn't want to hear us being put down for this need.
Even dialogue can become competitive, but it also provides insight into the other group's point of view.
It was a real revelation for me when I understood that the reason why African American women were not coming back to a dialogue group that I'd been part of was because nothing was happening. There was no action arising out of all the talk. For Jews who turned up every week religiously, or in that case every month, talk was what it was about, because as long as we're talking, you don't hate us. As long as we're talking, the Jewish perception is that we're not isolated, we're not marginalized. We have you as our potential ally. You're listening. For African American women in both that dialogue group and for both sexes in another group in which I participated, at a certain point they want to know, how are we going to change the world? And either we work together on it or I'm out of here.
Today's dialogue groups cannot replace the close political coalitions of the civil rights era.